What's going on, everybody? It's Retro Handhelds 24. Today I'm going to be showing off Grand Theft Auto 4 via Winlator. There was just a new update a couple hours ago earlier for Winlator 10 final version. I'll go over that in a minute. I'll just go over the settings that I have in game, and then I'll show you on Winlator how I got this set up. It really is just the Winlator update. So options, we'll go to display. Oh no, not display. Graphics. So as you can see, I have it by 960 by 544. I'm not happy about that, guys. I'm not happy. And I'm hoping to get 30 frames a second. Okay. Hopefully everything's to low. This is a sandbox game, just like Zelda. Even though I'm emulating it through Winlator, it's still very demanding. So let's see what we can get, and then again I'll show you how you get this to work. And I'm only going to play like a little bit. I played for a couple seconds and then they had me going somewhere and I was not paying attention. Oh, there's also something else I gotta change too, but I'll change it. I'll show you when I...
Okay. He's just up the road. I'll let you know when we're there. GTA4! Why don't you show me around the city? Fucking terrorists! What? Terrorists! There's been a big scare and you
Alright, this is better. Man, 720, you get 30, barely 30, and you drop it, now you're like high 30s to low 40s, but still it's dropping. I don't know, it's all over the place. This might be like the one time where if you have like a max model, that extra RAM might be coming in handy versus 12. I don't know. But that would be unfair if we got it working on 16 gigs of RAM versus most people have the Pro versions or 12 gigs. So that's not cool either. But as you can see, it's working. It's just kind of like all over the place. I'll tell you this, it works a lot better than anyone trying to emulate this through the RPCSX emulator. But as it should, it's... You know what I mean? It's via Winlator, it should work a lot better, but this is probably one of the worst performing games I've tried on Winlator so far. But again, it's not that old, and it's a big game. Like, it's 20 gigs, and then you gotta extract it, and then that's like, you know, another 20 gigs. It just keeps adding up. And don't even start with GTA 5, that's not happening. That's 100 gigs, and then you have to extract it. I'm not doing that. There's too many videos where people got that working perfectly anyways. So, good for them, they have the storage. I do not have that kind of storage. I would say for the most part though, I don't expect it to crash, but I would say this is very playable. As bad as I'm driving right now. See, and the detail and everything, like everything's on low, but it's, you know, let's see, like look at the license plate. You see the license plate, the detail. I'm sure if we put things on medium or high, that'll get clearer, but that's still pretty good. The engine and everything. And remember, like, we're not even at 720, we're the one beneath it. So, I think it's pretty good. I'll show you how I got it working real quick. I don't feel like playing this right now, I'm tired. Let me just close out here. Alright. So, Winlator, GitHub. So I just downloaded this today. I didn't realize, because I didn't have Winlator on here, and I promised someone I'd put or get GTA4 to work. But when I looked at it, it was like 5 hours ago. It was released. I was like, what the heck? So this is the final release. I had the beta versions of 10 on the other devices that I own. So I was like, okay, cool, you know. And then when I opened it up, after I made my container and everything and installed the game, I went to check the settings, and this is what it was. I mean, not this, it was at 720, but this vortex, this was automatically chosen. I did try turn-up drivers. They do not work with this game. Or the few ones that I did try do not work, or the combos between the turn-up driver and DXVX VK was not working. But this, and then I changed this, but this was at out of the box, it was like this. It was 2.41 and it was 1.3, and I just started the game. It worked right away, and I think I was getting actually higher frame rates. We'll check real quick. So I have it in performance mode. Maybe need to change that, I'm not sure. I have yet to really like mess around with this. I had to do so for Deadpool and my flip to get it working without crashing. We haven't crashed in performance mode, so we'll just leave it, I guess. But sometimes it's okay to change that to like compatibility or stability or intermediate, because it's whatever, you know, the device can handle for emulation of a Windows game. We'll try it with that 2.41, and we'll see if it works better. But that's it. I'm going to I'm calling it a day. I just posted an hour video of like Citron and Sadachi for Breath of the Wild. Long story short, Citron is the winner. 0.75 resolution, speed limit 400. You'll get above 30 frames. And since it's a smaller screen, you can't tell. So it looks awesome and it plays awesome. Plays like as good as the Portal does, because of the resolution so low. And since the Portal screen's obviously way bigger, it's like you can't go lower than 1x or it starts looking horrible. And you can see it with these little screens. You can't really notice it unless you're like this. Like this. Okay. We don't need to go options. Oh, this takes forever. So, for the person that asked me to do this, honestly, all you need to do is just download the new version of Winlator, Winlator 10 Final. Don't change any of the settings. You could drop the res to the one beneath 720. You'll get better frame rates. And I changed that DXVK or DV, whatever, to 2.31 because it handles older games better, but 2.41 or 2.4.1, we'll see if that works better with whatever right now. And then if that's the case, all you gotta do is just download Winlator 10 and you're fine. Because I didn't do anything. I just extracted the game, I installed the game, and then it made a shortcut. I closed Winlator out, and then I went to the settings, and I saw that was kind of weird. You're not going to see anything sometimes, so you just press A to get through it.
He's just up the road.
So I don't know. Maybe it's better. I don't know. It's the frame rates are all over the place.
Why don't you show me around the city? Fucking terrorists! What? Terrorists! There's been a big scare and you can't go
He's still
across
alive.
the bridges so
I can't
good.
tell, to
You
be
got
honest.
the visa.
Maybe
Stay in
try it out
Hofburg.
or
Fucking
try
stay in Hof Beach. Everyone like to stand.
2.3.1. That was working fine, but I mean we're almost at 60 frames, so.
Nico, you
But
ever
things
had two
changed.
women at once? Four big titties to be playing with?
It was
Missa
like that one
somna
scene.
geometry, io tici io right, čoveče.
I'm just too tired to even do this right now.
Aj, mom.
Yeah, man.
Hudson,
There we
it's
go.
been too long. You should have come out earlier. Think of all the girls you've been missing out on. Our
Oh,
country has women too. Yes, but only
Lord.
locals. Here we have whites, black, Puerto Ricans,
Yeah, I would stick with
Asians, Europeans on
2.3.1.
vacation, scared Canadians,
This is
poor
performing
housewives from
slightly
the
worse,
Midwest. Every possible choice. This
but it's
city
working.
is like a big
That's the whole point.
ice cream shop. 36 flavors of titty. Half beach is a little.
Yeah, this is performing worse than 2.3.1 is the way to go. That's enough of that. All right, so again, I'll go over this one more time because I'm gonna change it in case I don't even know if I'm gonna play this ever. Okay, so change that to 2.3.1. You'll have to hit the little download button right here, and that's how you download it. You click that and then click OK, and then it'll go to that. You have to click OK or it'll default back to 2.4.1. Just follow those rules and you'll be good. Don't change audio driver this time. Pulse audio didn't work that well. It was worse than what we were just listening to. But keep the graphics driver to Vortex. It comes like that out of the box when you install the game, and you'll be able to start it up. If you change it to the turn-up drivers, they're not going to work. It'll crash, won't load. This is a great update, I suppose, to Winlator because I haven't run into this problem. I would have run into this problem with the more or less the older version, I guess, the beta, if they didn't automatically do that, and they didn't because I'll vouch for that. I was just messing with Winlator earlier today on the flip, and it starts with turn up. It doesn't have Vortex on there. So I don't know if that's a new thing or because of the game, whatever. Just use Vortex, use that version of Winlator. Winlator 10 came out 5 hours ago. Just go to GitHub, download it. You'll be good to go. You'll be able to play that game decently, 30 plus, but it's like all over the place. If you're using the Mini, if you're using the Pro 12 gigs, everything's low. Best resolution is going to be 960 by 544. If you have the Mini, you're in luck because it's going to look better. If you have a Odin 2 Pro, it's going to look a little worse because you got a bigger screen, but it's still going to work fairly well, better than any other emulation. What I might do in the future, not today, maybe not tomorrow, probably in the future, is drag this game onto the Portal because I have more RAM on there, and I'll see if there is a difference with frames per second, because this was probably the most demanding game I've yet to emulate through Windows, and that's due to the size. It's 20 gigs, you gotta extract it, it's another 20 gigs, and then you gotta install it. Forget about it. I'm not doing GTA4, that's over 100 gigs, and then you gotta extract it. I just don't have enough space. I just wiped my Portal too. I'm not gonna like fill it up with just one game. So there's plenty of videos on GTA5 anyways, all kinds of ways you can emulate it, and it's very cool, but I just don't have the space to do that kind of stuff. This game I thought was gonna be like 10 gigs. I was completely wrong. I think I was thinking of like the PS3 version or something or what have you. This game is 20 gigs out of the box, and then you gotta extract it, which is another 20 gigs, and then you gotta install it, which is I don't even know, and then it just fills up my storage. So, but the point is, it does work. You just have to download Winlator 10. You'll be golden. It's the latest release, and it'll set you up with that Vortex driver automatically. Just drop the res to get better frame rates. And if you made it this far, thank you again so much for watching. You guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.